Testing. Okay, there we go. That's audio. Hey B6, hey Uzi. Scan Wi-Fi networks. Hey Toast. Hey Dutch fella. Alright, I think we're already on 2 modems. We're trying a new position today. I'm standing up on the dike. Oh, that's zoomed in. So usually we are standing down there by that sign. But today I'm up on the dike. And, well, we got it twice. People with the camper van are still here. They parked very obnoxiously on the corner there. The cool thing about this vantage point, I think we might be able to catch it. I'll have to move the camera a little bit forward for that. And I might have to rebalance it, but look at that. We can see the sluice now. Yeah, the camper has moved indeed. But they are actually parked where people are allowed or should be able to sit on bent, like wooden blocks to enjoy the view. They're literally parked in front of it. No, we're not balanced yet. Hang on. Might be a bit of a trickle. So yeah, this is the Primula, I think. About to go into the sluice. Oh, what a cool shot, actually. Nice. They're being assholes, kinda. They're Belgians. Button. I apologize. That was not the button we wanted. I feel like the camera is a bit dark. Let me check. No. Wonder if we should color correct it a little bit. Yeah, I feel like that's better. That's a better white balance for today. There we go. Cool. Still not balanced. The only downside of standing up here is, hang on, I need to. I'm standing on grass with the tripod, so the ground is a lot more uneven. Good enough. I'll take it. I mean dark mode. This is dark mode for this stream. Look at her maneuvering into the narrow sluice over there. So she's one of the few ships that doesn't need a pilot. So this is just the captain doing his thing. Oh yeah, there's definitely more wind up here. Can already see the camera shaking. Look at the precision work it's doing. That's crazy. Tilted? I think she's straight. Maybe my camera's a bit tilted. Okay, do you have everything set up now? So you have power, yes. Yeah, I think we're good to go for now. Hey, wasn't me. Good morning. Well, it's noon for me now. Yeah, I decided to go for a late afternoon stream because, yes, there is another 400 meter on the way. We We should be getting it in the next few hours coming from the port. Let me check the radar to confirm. I saw tugboats around her as I left the house. So, this is a cool spot to stand though, I gotta say. I kinda like it. I really do. Okay, going to the port. Yeah, she's just now being tugged away from the dock. So she'll be another 2 hours probably. That's good. 2 hour build up. I like it. Hey K dude. She's almost in. Look at those birds. Do we think there's like little fish being destroyed by the propeller and then the seagulls are taking the leftovers? You suggested it weeks ago. Yeah, but there's been a lot of things that have to be... There can be too much wind, because then this spot is horrible, because you're fully engulfed in the wind. The second thing is it shouldn't be too wet. Right now it's fine. The ground is not too wet. So yeah, there's a lot of factors for this spot. I also posted a picture in the Discord from the moment that I was driving here. It gives you a better perspective of the size of these ships, because again, now on camera it looks not that big, but if you see it like in front of you with something in between you and the boat, it suddenly looks a lot bigger. Not sure if that translates on the photo in the Discord, but it's definitely impressive every time you drive here. Isn't there a 200 and... Is the Primula 260? You mean to my left? No. I think there just was one that came by when I was setting up an almost empty container ship. I think Toast put it on the overlay very briefly. The MSC Roman. Yeah, that's the one that you took it. That one already passed me. Yeah, the Primula is 199. That's what I was thinking. The drone drops a banana for a scale. Hey Trap. You can also see on the left of the sluice, that's the Cormorant, the crane ship that you can see. That's a crane ship. We've seen her sail out once before, actually. I'm just staying on this for a while. There's nothing big sailing by right now, so you're not missing much. Also, the sightlines are better than yesterday, but still not ideal. The bird, I'm expecting that the propellers of the boat maybe like killed some fish, chopped them into pieces, and now the birds are scavenging for fish nuggets. I think she's almost in, just a little bit more. You can also see on the left and right there's a person on the bridge all the way at the top, just to make sure there's clearing at both sides. Yeah, so this is a direct line, Suzanne, between Ghent and Sweden. I think there's 3 ships on it, and they go back and forth all week long. Sometimes they do multiple trips in a week, I think. I think I saw the Begonia twice in 1 week arriving at some point. It's because there's a big Volvo factory in Ghent. So I assume they're transferring Volvos between it's Stockholm, right? Yeah, Stockholm and Ghent. In a bird's brain, turbulent water means a lot of fish swimming near the surface. There you go. So they're actually just confused. Confused fish. I saw Kandas type something earlier. The captain was always complaining how he had to work with centimeters on 100 meter hunks of metal. Well, that's what they're doing right now. They're throwing out the mooring lines. Wait, can I... Let's do this. I'll go back. We're doing digital zoom right now. Wait, that's much further down. Wait, where is it? Oh, there it is. Hang on, I'm trying to do something with the camera. Okay, stand by me. Oh, that's why it's not working. Never mind then. Alright, let's go back. Where were we? Searching. Oh, is that it? Nope. Further. There she is. Lowering the lines at the front at the back. There's a Volvo. It's in Gothenburg. They're going. Yeah, I said Stockholm, but it's Gothenburg to Sweden. And there's a Volvo. So yeah, I guess they're transferring Volvos back and forth. Because there's certain models that are made here, and I'm sure there's other models that are made in Gothenburg. So, yep, that's a direct line between Sweden and Belgium. Hey, Stadler. I drive over those bridges when I come here sometimes, Mike. It's a lot of fun to see them. It's very impressive to drive by them. Because yeah, each sluice... Let me end the digital zoom for a second here. Oh, come on. There we go. Go back there. So there's there's even a boat waiting to go into it. Look at that. So there's 3 sluices here, right? And each of them has 2 bridges. And sometimes a bridge is open for like hours. Yet some people don't understand how a sluice system works, and they just park in front of the open bridge waiting for it to be closed. So it's actually hilarious to see people stand there like, dude, you're gonna be here for a long time. So this is the first sluice. I see the bridge is closing now, so a boat will be in sight. Then there's a brand spanking new one, which is that one. But it's not in use yet so far. We're still waiting because they're still working on the bridges, because apparently they didn't manufacture the bridges properly, and now they need to do some changes to them or some improvements so that they can last for, 100 years or something. So that's the second sluice, and I think the third one you cannot really see, but you can see that bridge over there that's open. That's one of the 2 bridges from that sluice. That's mostly a sluice where the smaller inland vessels go through. All the big ones go to the one that the Primula is in right now. So if I go there and the sluice is open, I should go around. Yes, exactly. There's always a bridge that's open, and there's even dynamic arrows on the signs. But yeah, some people are just blind in their own world. Because yeah, even for this sluice, you can see there's a bridge that's open, but then at the other end of the sluice, there's a bridge that's closed, right? So you can always zigzag across the 3 sluices. There will always be one open. For example, right now, the one at the front of the Primula is open. You can see the cars even driving over it. And then in a little bit, it will switch. They will open the bridge that's closing, and then, yeah. So there's always a way across. You will never have to wait for a sluice. In normal conditions, of course. It's always... Let's see what's on the river right now. Not much. You see the dredge is still going back and forth, the same dredge. Yeah, they're all, every bridge here goes vertically open. There's no spinning bridges. I guess that's also not possible for sluices. Kuma walked over as far? No, he walked from Brussels to Antwerp to Rotterdam. He didn't come through Zeeland, where I am. As far as I know, from what I saw. Because he was in Brussels and then he went to Antwerp, so it would be very illogical for him to come over here. Oh yeah, it can be a big detour if you're I once had that I had to, for this one, so this sluice I had to take the one at the front of the boat. Then I had to come all the way back to drive over the bridge that's open now. And then again for the next sluice, where is that one? This is, I think, the closest bridge, and then there's one further up the road somewhere at that building is the second one. So there's like a massive big yoinking around. It's cool that we see the other boat there, the little, I think it's a bulk carrier or a tanker ship waiting as well. If both sluices were working, that wouldn't have been an issue, but now he needs to wait until the Primula gets, I think she's gonna go up a little bit with the sluice. You can also see the sluice doors have closed now. There's a new one near Willemstad. It's funny, this new one has been officially opened by the King of Belgium and the Netherlands in October. Yeah, it's still not in use. Which I find a little bit funny. Festivities needed to continue. Well, let's take a quick look at the river from here now. So, we got coming our way 2 smaller ships over there. Those 2. Let's check further down. So we have more visibility than yesterday, which is neat. I don't see much else coming so far. That's where they disappear. There is a 400 meter one coming, but as I said, that will be in like an hour or 2-ish. And then if I look to the other side, so this is an almost empty container ship. I wonder if she's on the way to dry dock or something, because she's almost completely empty at this point. There were like 3 containers left or something. And then this is the dredge that we've seen a few times on Friday and on Saturday as well. Other than that, not much happening on the river. So maybe keep an eye out on these 2 for a little bit. I'll keep an eye out on the sluice as well. Once the Primula is clearing it, we can take another look at it. So this is the first one. The Alvanith is on the way to Gothenburg. Oh, another one to Gothenburg. It's a chemical oil tanker, 118 meters, 17 meters, built in 2021. The MSC Dubai should be visible. Not yet. Is Dubai coming out again? I think we saw it coming in on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check actually, because I only checked the Champs ELYSEES, which is now left officially, so that's good. Let's see. The one Infinity is being bunkered right now. If you don't know what that means, it's being fueled basically. But it's being fueled from over the water. I see an LPG tanker on the way. Other type, what are you? It's just an inland ship. Nope, not much, not much. Oh, there's Dubai. Yeah, Dubai will still be in the mist right now, pretty sure. Hey Daiki. Hey Lukai. Good afternoon, everyone. So I also noticed that a lot will be coming in at like 5, but I think 5 it will be too dark. Hey Beef. To still be here, but we can see. What else is coming in earlier? SC Mercury I see, which is a chemical oil products tanker. The Warnelborg, that's going to Vlissingen, you won't see that. The Margaret Schulte, another container ship we should be able to catch. And then after her there's a big hole so far. Yeah, I see the Ever Living, one of the green ships, is also on the way. It would be cool to catch it, but I'm afraid it will be too dark by the time it gets. We'll see. I also got to say that the temperature is a lot more enjoyable today. Than it warmed up a bit. Not sure what the overlay says for temperature. Maybe I should refresh it once to see. Refresh. There we go. I did bring tea though. We also know where the name and the stats for the bulk carrier behind the Alvanis. The one on the right. Ah, this tea smells so good. Yep. There we go. This is the Nunavik on the way to Bronsbottel. So we're talking about this one. Dude, I'm triggered. It's not straight enough for my liking. Ooh. Okay, we're balanced. We're level. Kinda? No, we're still not level, I feel like. Anyway. We're going to Bronsbottel, the Noordoostzeekanaal. 188 meters. 9 meters. 9 meters in draft. Wow, she's deep. The tide is currently rising. Let me check. Should almost be high tide, right? I think it's gonna be high tide in like 40 minutes. It's probably a bit around that. I think it's, so for ships leaving, it's a very quiet day. I found a website. I should link it in the Discord. I should make like a Discord channel with useful links or something. I found 2 websites that show you the incoming and outgoing ships. It's basically the pilot orders that you can see. So that will, most ships, big ships, need a pilot. So it gives you a better idea. Even the 400 meter one now, I knew it was going to leave at 12:30, which is why I chose to do an afternoon stream. Why do I keep... Oh, it's emails that I'm getting. Like, why is my phone vibrating? Cool. It's maybe... Little boys coming first. It's -10 here today. Holy moly, that's cold. You know what I should do? Can I do this from... I probably can't, but I'm gonna try anyway. No. Damn it. Yeah. What kind of ships are those? So we are looking at a LPG, no, a chemical oil tanker, this one. And then the one, so that means, yeah, there's some kind of liquid chemical product or oil in it. The one behind her is a bulk carrier. one that we were looking at earlier. But I see it can also carry some containers. But a bulk carrier basically means like raw resources like sand, coal, grains, all kinds of liquid stuff. Liquid, ground, solid stuff. Wow, is the Primula already? That was a short sluice stop. Hang on. Let's check for a minute if she's already moving out of there. As you can see, the bridge on the other side has now opened. No. She's still. I still see the ropes on her. Never mind. But yeah, as you can see, the sluice has switched. Right, you can see the cars driving behind her. Got a lot to learn. We learn something new every day, I always say. Oh, that rhymes. The ship you just saw in the sluice is a vehicles carrier. It contains trucks and probably Volvo cars. Bridge opens quite quick. Yeah, as soon as it's in, they switch usually. So once the red one that's waiting on the other side of the sluice is in, they'll switch again instantly. Maybe even Volvo trucks. There is Volvo trucks as well, the Volvo Trucks factory in Ghent. I believe they make the XC40 model and the 30 model, EX30 or something it is, they make in Ghent. And of course also Volvo trucks. Makes trucks. You're 3, you know all. You're also never too old to learn. It's also a good saying. So, this is the view that we have from where I'm standing today. It's a little bit higher up. What is that rumbling noise? Is there a plane landing here? Cool BLTV. Just take a seat and relax a bit. We are at a very cool viewpoint today. We can also see the sluices. So once the Primula exits, I'll definitely focus on that for a little bit. We got a massive 400-meter ship coming our way. Yeah. Dude, I'm not connected to YouTube, I think. Oh, I think I've... YouTube, I'm sorry, I wasn't... Lucas, I see you say hello on YouTube. I'm sorry. I hope you're still watching. I totally missed that. The only downside of standing here is that every once in a while we'll have, there we go, a car going in front of us. There used to be a daily from Sweden to Belgium for maybe it's the Primula that we are looking at, Folco. That one is going between Ghent and Sweden regularly. I really wish I had a second wide-angle camera. It looks so cool, but I cannot zoom out more than this. But it's so cool to see the smaller 118-meter ship being overtaken by the 188-meter ship. It should happen in just a little bit. Let's see it here. So for all the new peeps, we're also watching on YouTube. So the stream is also live on YouTube, so if you want to help out the channel, you can drop a sub there. I'm trying to get to 500 subs on YouTube so I can activate memberships there and super chats. But we're slowly growing there. 8? No, it's 18. So it's 70 meter bigger. The one that's over, and it's a lot wider, I think. So the Nunavik is 26 meters wide, and the one it's overtaking is 17 meters wide, so it's a lot wider as well. That's why it looks more, yeah. They're racing each other, first to the port, first to the coast. Let me check the color settings, see if I turn it down a bit. Yeah, it's darker then, so we're gonna keep it at +1 today. That's much nicer to look at. Oh, I see the MSC Dubai appearing on the horizon now. Container ship coming from Antwerp. It's like the game of Snake. It eats one and then it becomes a bit bigger. It's pooping it out right now. That's a cool shot. Keep in mind, they gotta stay a certain distance from each other. Otherwise, there's something called a suction effect, and then basically the two ships are just being sucked to towards each other. There's a Ro-Ro ship parked on the other side. I just noticed that. All the way in the distance, the gray thing. That's another vehicle carrier. Okay, I do want to try something with the volume. No, the 9 grid. No. How do I get? I'm messing around with my my field monitor right now. Oh, the Primula has left already. Wow, that was a quick trip in the sluice. I guess there's not much difference when it's high tide. That was a really short stop for her, wasn't it? Now we'll see the red ship coming in. Okay, canal. Let me figure out the thing I wanted to do with my field monitor first. Do you guys see it when I go into the menus? I hope not. Okay, so that's up and down. And then I need to go in. Nope. Let me just... No menus? Okay, cool. So there's an option to add like LUTs to the stream as well. But I still need to upload them. Okay, now I have what I wanted. Down, go there, go there. Oh yeah, that's so much nicer. Okay. And then down again, menu. But let's just check it out. See. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that difference. Oh, that's crazy. Should we leave this on for a little bit? Oh, what a good color correction this thing does. Oh, I'm going to leave it on for now. Oh, you don't see the difference? Really? It's just for my own monitor then? Oh. Well, then I have more view. I have a better view now. Screw you guys. I thought I was also outputting it. Maybe that's a setting. Hang on. So the thing I mostly did was add a grid to my monitor so I can now properly do the horizon thing. If I zoom out, you can go like this, and that is a horizon, yeah, as good as it gets. All right, cool. So I wonder if there is a way to output the LUTs. There has to be, right? LUT switch is on. Maybe not. Picture mode is standard. What is it? What is it gonna do if I tweak that? Nothing. Oh, that's the backlight functionality. Okay. Ah, cool. Cool. All right, enough messing around. Cool. What ship are we looking at? Is it on the overlay? The Otto Mana. Wait, didn't we see that one come in yesterday or the day before? To Rotterdam, oil tanker, 196, 27 meters wide. Currently 10.4 meters in the water, so I assume she's filled up. Hey Cabarro, yeah, we're not on the usual spot, but we are still by the river. We can look around the corner today, which is neat because there's not much else on the river right now. There is a container ship coming, but it's still far away. So we can take a little look at the sluice. This stream is sponsored by Jumbo. You will see a Jumbo ad in a minute on the stream. Yes, the stream is sponsored by Jumbo. There it is. We planned this, that's why I'm standing here, so we just could run this Jumbo ad. Jumbo. Hey Almeria. For those of you who don't know, Jumbo is a supermarket chain in the Netherlands. And in Belgium now as well, actually. They're expanding. Argentina? Really? Interesting. Yeah, I know the Dutch say Jumbo. Jumbo. But I'm streaming in English, so. Okay, I think the ship has maneuvered in, so I'll try to catch it coming out as well. Now we're tilted again, of course. I put a grid on my monitor, and now I'm even more annoyed by not getting it level completely. Okay, there we go. That's level. So that is the MSC Dubai coming towards us. So, I'm sorry, as the MSC Dubai 7 on the way to Sines in Portugal. So she is just under 300 meters long, 295 meters, 40 meters wide, currently 14 meters, so that's probably why she's coming out now. It's high tide. Pop, 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 going 8. Whoa, what is happening with my tripod? What the hell? Okay, that's more stable. Horst Polman sounds very Dutch. It's a little foggy. It's not as bad as yesterday, Greg. We can even see Vlissingen in the distance. Let's take a quick look at Vlissingen. Yeah, the spot is a nightmare for leveling the camera, though. So yeah, I could see Vlissingen earlier. Yeah, just in the distance over there. So a lot more visibility than yesterday. We also have the Tripoli coming towards us. What is on there? Is that like brackets to put something on top of? That's an interesting structure on that ship. Stay on there for a little bit. Yeah, the temperature is a lot nicer today. Not nearly as cold, so it's nice indeed. It almost looked like it's little brackets to put in the what is it? Blades for wind turbines. It's a general cargo ship, an inland ship, Greg, but it has a very interesting structure on the top. It says from Zeebrugge to Zeebrugge. It sometimes does that. So that means they didn't update their radar system properly. Yeah, it could also be container brackets, but it seems to be pretty high up then. Actually, I think, yeah, it might be container brackets. It might be a bit of a... We'll see when she comes by. I think there indeed might be cargo bays and just brackets in between them to attach the containers to. That's probably what it is. And then as a final one, they can probably stack one more row on the top of these brackets. It is a container ship. There we go. 400 containers can fit on it. 20-foot unit containers, that is. But yeah, as she got closer, I see it now clearly. When she's alongside us, we'll clearly see that it's brackets. It also means she has one of those like movable bridges where the bridge can go up and down to look over the containers. You're not gonna guess you missed yesterday? Nope. That was yesterday. Missed opportunities. Yeah, so now you can clearly see it's brackets to put containers in between. Okay. Oh. So we still have the Dubai on the way over there. But I already see that the bridge on the sluice has switched. So let's take a moment to focus there. Another realignment of the horizon is needed, of course. One day I'll figure out this camera, but mostly this tripod. Oh wait, wait, the bridge hasn't switched yet. Interesting. Damn it. I was confused. Maybe they're waiting on another ship to join her in the sluice. Anyway, you're not missing anything else on the river right now. So can just take a moment to appreciate the sluice. Are there other ships to Ghent expected? Let me check. The Schulte going to Antwerp. The Warnoborg, Vlissingen. The SC Mercury going to Antwerp. Damn it. The day that I chose to stand here, we have no incoming ships. Unfortunately. How is the CMA progressing? Let's check. It's coming. How high do you think container stack? On which one? The inland one that we just looked at? I think 3 rows? Yeah, I think 2 or 3 rows on that one. I mean, we know the capacity. There's a possibility of loading 420-foot unit containers on it. Let me grab something here. What the hell? Ah, there it is. 3 layers on top of a freeboard based on the picture. 3 layers on top of the freeboard. Wow. That is really high. Well, now we know, okay, dude. 3 layers. Let's go back to the river for a minute, since there's no movement there yet. Schoten. It's a city next to Antwerp. So those blocks are supposed to be benches for people to sit on. For some people it's more like a parking spot, apparently. Or a camping spot. Dubai coming our way. I was born on the other side of where I am right now, but you can't see because of the Elewoudsteek. Let me check that on a map. Elewoudsteek. Visibility is bad, but not that bad. Let's see, map. We got some time before the bigger ships come later. We can clearly see Elewoudsteek though today. Hang on, let me check myself first. I think that's it. That's Elewoudsteek for you right there. There you go, people. Did a man just stand in front of the camera? There's people walking up and down the path here. We have a lot of local people here. We could have been neighbors. My parents moved to Borsele way back in the day. Look at that. We actually had somebody who was sniping the stream, so they appeared on the stream, and they were standing over there on the other side. They were standing near that white little container port area. Yeah, that is the church of Elewoudsteek. Now you're watching from Ecuador. Wow, that's a big move. Sweet. I don't see the 200 meter yet, Almeria. It's still on the way, that one. That was a good snipe indeed. It was a very legendary snipe. And he's now 3 times stream sniper, because he sniped 2 other streamers as well. Still looking at the sluice. I'm not full Belgian. I mean, no, I'm born and raised in Belgium, but I live so close to the Dutch border that coming through the Netherlands, coming to spots like this, for me feels like natural. Because yeah, if you grow up next to the border, my village that I grew up in is literally on the border. So I don't really identify as a certain country. I identify as the region I grew up in, I guess, more. It's still Belgium. You're from Kloetingen. I need to look that up as well. Because I mostly know this side of the water. When I was young, there wasn't even a tunnel underneath it yet. It was a ferry. Okay, Kloetingen is further inland from, but it's exactly, yeah, about near Goes. Cool. You're seeing it from your balcony? Ah, that's amazing. Well, it must be nice seeing your birthplace again. You still have memories to this spot. We have action on the sluice. Let's go back over to the sluice for a minute. I think the bridge is about to open. There's traffic still going over it right now. This big zoom. Those ferries, yeah, indeed. Your car ferries. I've only taken the passenger ferry from Breskens to Vlissingen. So the bridge behind her has closed. I assume any moment now they're gonna switch. It is kind of true, Dike, that if you live in this part of Zeeland, especially the part that I'm in right now, so the part attached to Belgium, you're, because of the river, almost completely disconnected from the rest of the Netherlands, right? I can imagine that Amsterdam, Rotterdam, it feels a long way from this spot. Just 300 people. Yeah, if you look at it on Google Maps, it is a very tiny village. Before the tunnel, it was even worse. Yeah, exactly. But I do remember coming a lot to the Netherlands with my parents to go to restaurants and stuff like that. Looking around. Yeah, quiet day on the river. Glad I chose this spot, so we can at least enjoy the sluice a bit. There were two ferries. There was one at Breskens. Where was there one at Terneuzen here as well? As I said, I never took the car ferry, so I don't know where it was. Or maybe I took it and I don't remember. I was too young. And from December 30th, the tunnel underneath me that will connect this part, well, that is connecting this part to the rest of the Netherlands, will be free for cars and buses. Okay, I think they switched the arrows now. I don't see any cars going over the bridge anymore. Oh, Kruiningen to Kloosterham. Okay. I know where that is. Wait, never mind. There's still cars going over the bridge in front of the ship. Hulst is close to where you grew up. Gotcha. The only times I go to Hulst is because there's a massive Albert Heijn there, like an XL one. And they have like very special, exotic types of ingredients and food that I can't find anywhere else. Oh, see, there was one to Terneuzen as well. Hoedenskerke to Terneuzen. Okay. Yeah, the only ferry that's left is the one in Breskens for cyclists and pedestrians. I took it with the stream once when we were still geocaching. So I've streamed from that ferry. Okay, I'll come back to the sluice once the bridge moves. I would like to see the sluice doors open, actually. That would be cool to catch. We do have the MSC Dubai 7 coming closer. Oh, she's blue. She's not in the MSC black and white. Still lost trips? Really? Are there other ferries in summer? It's not the MSC Rust, yeah, it's not this one. That must have been the rustiest MSC we've seen so far. The ones that I turn into those emotes on Twitch. So, quick recap, this one is on the way to Sines in Portugal. Just under 300 meters, 40 meters wide. Currently 14 meters in the water, so she's deep. Wait, are the sluice doors moving? Let's take a quick look. No, never mind. Not moving yet. Oh, look at that color scheme. A green one. I like that one. Yeah. I thought it would be funny to take the rustiest MSC we've seen so far and use those for emotes. Oh, now there's action on the sluice. Keep going back and forth. The bridge is opening, so I assume she's almost ready. Once the bridge is open, to open the sluice doors as well. They needed eight tugs. Yeah, ships have become more maneuverable, but I've still seen one with 4 tugs around her here. So it still happens up to 4 tugs. What is that in front? You mean in front of the... What is in the front of the green ship? It's just a small inland vessel. Sorry. This is the green one. Rise and fall. We call them locks. Yeah, some call them locks. I know sluice is another correct word in English for it. Save you a few hours of driving. Hell yeah. Thanks for hanging. Yeah, but sluice is also an English word. I think it's moving. The sluice doors are moving. Yep, there she goes. So you can clearly see the sluice door sliding. Actually, I looked it up already. So sluice or lock, both is fine. I'm not sure if there's a distinct difference in between them, but because the thing is, yeah, the water on this side is subject to the tides. The water on the canal to Ghent is a constant. Well, it also can get a little bit higher or deeper depending on the rainfall, because a lot of rivers flow into it, but it is a constant. A sluice is a device of a lock gate. Gotcha. So I need to move too. They're in the locks. So we still have to detach the mooring lines. And then she's ready to go, I think. Oh, got a stream sniper. The bridge doesn't lean on it or anything. The doors are just really close to the bridge, but the bridge by it is just self-supporting. So it doesn't lean on top of it. If you stand on the bridge, you can see the doors still, so it's not above it. You see even more on the ship. I mean, I can also do some extra zooms. Hang on, let me do this. The only downside is you get some black bars on the side, and you lose quality a little bit. You can even see people walk on the bridge now. Look, it must be the pilot or the steering guy that's ready. He's standing on the left there of the bridge. Locks are the sluices for ships. All right, we'll lose locks from now on. It's decided unanimously by both YouTube and Twitch chat. She has a bow thruster. That's probably why she doesn't need any tugboats. You can see the little icon on the front there. Yeah, she is still tied up. So, but I'm sure I see the workers on the left there. They're about to detach the mooring lines. Like how you can see people on the bridge. There are controls on each bridge ring. Yeah, I know that. So you can steer the ship from the left, the right, or the middle. Yeah, it's cool on the very tall ships if there's like a glass panel under their feet. It's really scary. You look straight down into the abyss. Oh, there she goes. That's one line in. I think the lines on the back are also in. She's all good to go. They have also, you just saw a drive there on the left, they have these little tractors they can use to tug the ship to its spot as well. More like you can. I keep forgetting, I keep mixing up port and starboard. I still haven't learned that. Is there, to all the nautical experts in the chat, is there like a little trick to remember what is left, what is right, what is port, what is starboard? I keep mixing them up. I believe right is port, left is star, right? I'm sure there's like little, port is left. Damn it. Port is left. Damn. No tricks? No little tongue twisters or something like, how do you call it? In Dutch we call them donkey bridges. It's a little trick to remember certain things. Port is 4 letters, left is 4 letters. There we go, that's what I was talking. RetroZoon, saver of the day. Now I'll never forget again. Falco as well. Now I'll never forget again. Left, port, star. Wait. Star is also 4 letters. Stuur. Yeah, in Dutch it's starboard is stuurboord. And it's the R of right. Port, left, red. Port is red. Let me get away from the digital zoom for a minute. All right. Just go for it in Dutch. Bak, stuur is the R. De bakboord is links, stuurboord is rechts. Only the R is stuur. Yeah. Starboard, Star is right. Okay, we'll do the test again in an hour. See if I remember. That's how you learn it. Man, there's a lot of like little donkey bridges to remember. You always remember stuur is where the wheel is on it. That's also a good way. Where the steering wheel of a car is. Starboard light equals right. Oh, that's another good one. Starboard light equals right. It rhymes. I like that. Think of it, there is no red port left in the bottle. The red light is port side. Oh, that one is too confusing for me, Giant Ray. I do like starboard light equals right. That's a good one for me to remember. Light, right. Star, light. Is she moving? Yeah, she's coming out now. Look how narrow that is. Slowly making her way out. Chimney smoking, engines spinning. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, if you want to drop a follow on Twitch or a sub on YouTube, that would be amazing. Just burned my tongue a little bit. That was warm tea. Here she comes. So she's on the way to Sines, right? That one? Wait, was that one? No. Going to Rotterdam. This one, the Ottomana Rotterdam. 169 meters, 27 meters wide. Yeah. I believe the sluice is 32 meters wide, if I'm not mistaken. Or 34-ish. I have to look it up. That means she had like 5 or 7 meters to spare. And the new sluice is a lot wider, actually. I believe that one is 62 meters wide or something like that. Look at her going sideways from the current. Look at that. Is that the current doing that? It must be. Or the wind is... Maybe it's the wind like blowing against her. She's literally drifting. Meanwhile, the Dubai is very close as well. But I feel like we're committed to this one for a little bit longer. First time you see a translation, we had one yesterday. It was in Spanish or Portuguese on it. I think it's actually the same, yeah. Oh wait, that's the one. It's the same ship we saw yesterday or the day before. We saw it come in. I don't know if it was on Friday or on Saturday. But yeah, I also noticed that indeed it's translated there. Vietato fumare. Is it Italian? Okay. Is it an Italian ship? Let's check. No, it's saying under the Malta flag, but maybe the company running it is Italian. It's of course a possibility. Wonder if she's waiting for the Dubai to pass. They're going to be really close together. She's owned by an Italian company. Well, then indeed it will be Italian. So yeah, just around the corner here we have the Dubai. In Spanish it will be prohibido fumar. Yeah, it's this one that's on the way to Sines in Portugal. Dude, I can't choose. The Ottomana is about to come by us. And let's do the Ottomana. There she is. Sorry, AI, making you work. Here she goes. It does have the Spanish flag on her chimney, though. That's probably just the colors of the company, then. Can we see someone on the bridge? Nope. Oh, what are they doing? Getting the crane out? Or stacking the crane? Probably cleaning it up. Throw a rope from your smaller vessel and hitch a ride. 6,310 20-foot unit containers fit on there. So that's 6,310 of cement. These smaller ones. If you want to know the amount of bigger ones, you just divide that number by 2. So that is 3,155 of these bigger ones fit on the ship. If she's fully loaded, of course. Which rarely to never happens. 100% loaded ship. What is this thing? Hang on. What are you? Is that a cable kind of ship? Or it's like a little... There's like an A-frame on the back. What are you? Any experts in the chat? It's a tug? Really? What is behind her? What is it? What is that? It's like a plow. Is she gonna plow the sea? It's Peter? Yeah, it's Peter, alright. Look at that thing behind her. It literally makes me think of like a plow on behind a farmer's tractor. It's a seaweed harvester. It's no shot. There she goes. Even now that I'm like 10 meters further back, the boats are still too big to get it one shot. It's always cool how the last row of containers is like on top of brackets, so they can go underneath to do all the mooring line stuff in the aft. The sluice has already closed again. Bridge is down. Sluice doors are the lock has already closed again. Bridge is down. The doors are closed. Although I don't see anything big coming from the canal. Maybe some smaller ships will come out in a little bit. Do you see one ship coming from the sea? And we're still awaiting the big 400-meter one. I'll check in a little bit on the radar, see where it's at right now. It's almost like the inland ship is parked. Seeing the speed of the big Dubai overtaking it. That's neat. So we got a whole bunch of ships now going towards the coast. And then I think that one is coming towards us, but I think it's going to Antwerp. There it is. I see one in the distance at sea as well. Not sure if that one is leaving or coming towards us. Been watching your streams for a while. I always thought most of the ships held Panama or Singapore flags. There's a few others that are very popular. There's Liberia, that's a very popular one. Marshall Islands, Malta, Cyprus is a big one. But yeah, in case you don't know, the flags that ships sail under, it's always a cool thing to talk about. It's called flags of convenience, is basically what it's called. And it's, a ship has to be registered just like a vehicle. And it can be registered to a certain country. And there's two types of registries that countries can have. Certain countries have a registry where the company that a ship is operating it, so the company that is operating the ship, has to be in the same country. So that's a closed register or a normal register. Then there's another register that's called open register, and countries like Panama, Liberia, Marshall Islands, they all have open registries. Why do ships use them? Well, basically it's because the laws of that country are then applicable on that ship. And of course, a country like Liberia, Panama, the Bahamas, they have a lot less strict laws on stuff, on working. Also taxes are involved. So that's why a lot of ships have shifted to those countries. A few fun facts. The office to register your ship under the Liberia flag is in London, UK. And I believe the Panama one is in Virginia in the USA. So you don't even have to go to those places. to register your ship. There's a lot more to it. I would love to make a YouTube video explaining the whole flag of convenience thing and how it came about. There's a very big Wikipedia article on it if you're ever interested in that. It's really cool. I think my favorite fact is still that a ship that is registered under the Bahamas flag, a captain is legally allowed to marry people on his ship then, like to officiate it. That's why a lot of cruise ships have the Bahamas flag, because they can upsell getting married on the cruise ship as a package, I guess. Rules regarding working, labor law has been taken up by the IMO, and they are now international laws, not flag dependent. Yeah, and there's also something, a mechanism now where if a certain ship visits a port in a certain country, then that country can also do certain checks for their rules and regulations on that ship. So, for example, a ship going to Antwerp here now can also be applicable to certain Belgian rules because they go into the Belgian port. Nice big oil tanker. So right now what's coming towards us is the one there behind the pier now. We don't see it anymore. I also see one coming from Antwerp now, I guess. I think. Let's check. Maybe that's the one you mean, Almira. That seems like to be a bigger tanker ship coming towards us as well. Even land laws are attributed to maritime law. Look at that. There's also a whole, I don't know the story exactly, but a whole story behind the flags of convenience and smuggling alcohol across countries, or across the water. Little inland ship coming in. Why are we focused on the pole? Please focus on the ship. There you go. Let's see where this one goes. Maybe we will see the third sluice entrance. And yeah, there is a lot of like criticism and complaints behind the whole flag of convenience thing. So I do think it's less of a thing, but yeah, it's still a big thing. Restart your computer, K-Dude, or something like that. Or maybe just your browser. Or maybe Twitch is just messing up. That happens every once in a while. Oh yeah, let's check the 400 meter big boy. Where is he? Or she? Alright, let's see. There he is. Okay, in about 10 minutes it should appear on the horizon if the fog is not completely gonna hide it. On the way to Yara. That's a big company. Yeah, so that's the entrance to the third sluice, as you can see. Woo! What are you doing, camera? Woo! Wait, are you still on tracking mode? Oh, that's why. Let's follow the boat. Somebody arriving for work. Can I get access to that building so we can stand on the roof for spotting? That would be sick. Just ask. It's an official government building, I think, from the North Sea Port Authorities. I'll ask if the channel keeps growing though. And I'll also ask to go on a tugboat. So yeah, you can see the ship going to that sluice over there. So that one is coming our way. Stay focused. There we go. Sometimes you can go on a pilot boat. Ooh, that would be even crazier. But then we would be out at sea. That might be a problem for live streaming. There might not be signal out there. But yeah, if we can grow the YouTube channel bigger, then I'll definitely try to get in touch with some people on the river to do some cooler stuff. You've done it. Yeah, so there's two places. There's the pilots that are at sea, and then there's the pilots that are in Vlissingen. Just ask. I want to grow the channel a bit bigger. Then it's at least, wow. He has a good following. So this is the SC Mercury on the way to destination not available. I assume it's going to be Antwerp. It was at an anchor point in front of the coast. It's a chemical oil products tanker, 178 meters, 27 meters wide, 10.3 meters in the water. The Hong Kong flag, look at that, built in 2016. It's another popular flag, Hong Kong. Such a cool shot with the Dubai in the back leaving. I like it. Oh, there's another container ship coming in as well over there. Didn't see that one on the radar yet. Hey DNL, good afternoon. To all the people who rolled in later, you're still in time. The 400-meter ship is on the way. And we should see it appear on the horizon in like the next 10 minutes, I think. Am I inside the car? Yeah, I'm inside the car right now. Well, we are at it's the same location, but I'm standing at a different spot than where I usually stand. So we were able to give a good look at the sluices at the beginning of the stream. We saw a boat go in, a boat go out. It was cool to see. And I have to say, it's not as cold as we had yesterday and Friday. Then it was really, really chilly. There might actually be too much fog to see the big one and approach from the distance. Because I think I see something. It might actually be it. Should we go see if we can see the big boy? Why not? Let's go. Hang on. So we go over there. So that's where they appear? No, it's trees. I thought it was going to be the ship. So next to the light that's left of the left windmill, there's a light flashing. That's where they appear. But it's not there yet. Okay. Good to know. Dangerous cargo on the ship. Wait, oh, that's the Hong Kong flag. It's a Chinese flag. Oh. Dude, there's a person on the deck. Wait, is that a person or a dummy? What? What is that? Is that a dummy? It's a dummy. Either that or the man has been frozen solid. Is that maybe some kind of tactic to scare pirates? I have so many questions. Oh, there we go. Is the gangway watch? Dude was like, yeah, I'm keeping watch. Secretly he's taking a nap. Yeah, why? Indeed, why? I guess it's some kind of joke or something. It has to be. I think the bigger question is, why do they have a full-size mannequin on the boat? What's the story behind that? Stowaway determines pirates. Yeah, I don't know. How would that deter a pirate though? Just a man standing there? A dummy lookout? But yeah, but how would that scare someone? Like those pirates are usually armed, right? There's one on the other side as well, so it has to be a purpose then, right? There's one over there. Yeah, it has to be some reason why they have it. Yeah, maybe if you are moving on a small boat. I think maybe it's more like stowaway deterrence, right? If somebody is trying to approach. They did a safety drill. The best it turns is a guy in a military garb with a rifle. I got a little extra ship here. Ooh, we're getting blurriness again. This is the Dutch Aquamarine. What a name. Dutch Aquamarine on the way to the Antwerp, 118 meters, built in 2000. Mannequins are another means of a physical barrier. Dummies are regular on a ship. Act as an intimidating factor. I guess it has something to do with deterrence. That's interesting. Let's see if they have dummies. No, no dummies on this one. Do you see the pilot on board? It's a Dutch ship, yeah. I know. Okay, let's look at something cool for a minute as well. We have the dredge that came out again. So you should be able to see this dredge rise from the water. Wait, what is that as attached to her? There's also something that wasn't there yesterday, was it? Oh, damn it. Wrong button. Hang on. Bear with me. Oh, wait, she's just super low in the water. That's why. Oh, dude is like grinding on the tubes there. Or he's welding, actually. Might be welding. Or plasma cutting. Interesting. So, that zoom. Yes. So, we should see it rise in the water in the next few minutes. So keep watching how deep it is in the water. Because it's been dredging out a little port area around the corner there. And then it always comes out here, it drops a load, and then it goes back. And it rises, I think it's rising now. It rises slowly. I see you, K-Dude. But it's rising for sure. Yeah, I can clearly see. We should make a sped up version of this. Again, Toast made one from a Friday stream. He made a 32x sped up version. And there you can see the ship like whoop going up. Look at that, how it's dumping everything it's sucked up. It's still rising. Okay, looks like they're done. They're done dumping. It's funny though, they're dumping it in the middle of the shipping lane. Jesus. And then another dredge has to come and suck it up there. Now it is dumping, it's not a she anymore. I mean, she's dumping. Ooh, is that a ooh, is that a ship with wind turbine blades? Oh yeah, it is. Look at that. Ooh, we got that one coming as well. Cool. Unless it's going to Vlissingen. That's cool. Lots of stuff on the river today. Neat. Got this big tanker now coming towards us. It appears to be quite empty by the looks of it. And then we also have this inland ship. Look at the waves. Wow, that's cool. You can keep it the overlay on it on the other one. I'll go back to it in a minute. The Dorset on the way to Marcus Hook, USA. Wow. A lot of empty ships. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the times they just go someplace to dump and then they have to go to a different spot to fill up again. So this one is going all the way to Marcus Hook in the US. It's an LPG tanker actually, so it's not a oil tanker, an LPG tanker. 225 meters in length, 37 meters in width, 7.1 meters in the water. So yeah, I'm gonna say that she's empty and in ballast. 13 knots. She's sailing under the UK flag and built in 2011. The ship is going to the big sluice. Say hi to the captain. Hello, captain. Smile here on camera. Also brought his car. The lock. Damn it, I did it again. Hey, plasma sponges. I'm doing good. Let's check where our big boy is. I should see our big boy already on the horizon. I think there's just too much fog. Let's just do a quick swoop of the horizon here. See if we can maybe spot it in the fog. It's near Walsoren, so it should be over there. Yeah, there's too much fog. We'll have to wait until she appears on the other side of this piece of land. Yeah, indeed, we see nothing. Oh, that's also cool. Yeah. Sorry, oil tanker. I see another ship. Maybe we want to check out first. This is a container ship. Let's see what the AI can do, maybe. Oh, this is the Margaret Schulte. She came from Southampton, UK. Container ship, 210 meters in length, 30 meters in width, 9.9 meters under the water line. She's deep. Going 14.8 knots. Malta flag, built in 2006. So she's 2,526 20-foot unit containers fit on her. And she has her own little crane system to unload herself. Alright, I'll head back to her when she's here. Ooh! There it comes, there it comes. Can you do it, camera? No. Oh, there it is. The door set. Wow, look at the big tug markings. Usually it's a little arrow. This one has a whole area marked. Got all those pipe structures again. Tug marking for dummies. It's a beginner ship. Oh, they're gonna, they have to go to the US and ballast. They're gonna have a wonderful Christmas. I'm always surprised how narrow the bows are on these LPG tankers. You can clearly see that it's very narrow in the front and then widens up very slowly as well. I wonder if ship activity will be lower during the holiday period. Probably a little bit, maybe, but I'm sure there will still be enough stuff on the river. This is a 24/7 thing. Almost as wonderful as spending Christmas in dry dock. If you're in dry dock, can you leave the ship? Take some time off? Go into the city? Or do you have to stay on board at all times? Gotta say, with that color scheme that she has, she really looks like the bulge emote on Twitch that we have. Wow, she makes a lot of noise in the water. You can leave for, but not for too long. Yeah, gotcha. So she has these these cranes here. So she can unload herself in ports that don't have crane facility. Looks like a lot of patch shop works on her freeboard, on her hull. Look at all those paint markings. They didn't find the exact color match, so. Look, she has a refrigerated containers on her. See those? Those are cooling units inside of there as well. Those are cooling units, so there's stuff in there that needs to stay cool. Or cold, or even frozen. Reefers. Yeah, I was thinking about the word, but I forgot. Reefer. All right, so now we're awaiting our big boy. Let's check the radar one more time. Oh, she should still be a little bit before we see her appear. Also gonna check the coastline now. Barnacle on the Grundy. There's a Roro on the way as well, but they will be here after dark, I think, unfortunately. Is that the Ever Living park? Oh wait, no, the Ever Living is getting a pilot right now, actually. Oh, maybe we'll see her. We'll see. So you need to have like 2,005. I don't think every bay is able to do power the reefers. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of power supply for those. Yeah, I know, American, that I can. I know. And I might get that at some point, but I think there's other things I want to focus on first. Also, I don't think it's a problem, but I do want to make 100% certain that I can rebroadcast the things they say on radar, just by law. For example, I know in the UK, it's 100% illegal to, I think, even listen to the flight traffic controllers, let alone play it on stream. This one has a reefer capacity of 600 containers, so 600 of the containers can be powered. That's crazy. Oh look, it's a little inland container ship. That looks funny. 8 containers in the front, 8 containers in the back. And then the bridge is super high up. Oh wait, whoa. That was trippy. It's a side-by-side. Oh, my eyes fooled me on that one. That was like an optical illusion for a minute. It's pushing. It's like Santos. Nu weet het Tunesian Braakman. Yeah, exactly, Dutch fella. So I'm pretty sure it's fine in the Netherlands. Actually, I could just open one of the feeds of the rebroadcasters, so I don't even have to get the radar, the device. It's an inland motor freighter with a ship alongside. Yeah, so it's just a barge next to it, right? Wow, I want to see that back on the vault. It looked like it was like just one ship with a container in the front and a container in the back. And then it like turned around a little bit, and then it looked completely different. Either that or I'm losing eyesight. That's a pretty high up bridge, though. It almost looks like it's floating. It's not necessarily a feed from the port. So there are certain zones, VHF zones along the river. The zone that we are in is, I think the people are in there, is controlled by this tower. Cool shot with all the containers. So there's a zone at the entranceway, the Vlissingen Breskens area, and then there's an area here where we are, Terneuzen, and I believe there's 2 more areas before there's the port of Antwerp for radio communication, that is, of course. Wow, Wow, look at the waves hitting it. Are they gonna come in here? Looks like it. Terneuzen Braakman. I'm not sure if that is in the canal here or past me. Oh, Braakman could be behind me, right? Alright, it's time for my hourly call to action. If you're new here, please don't forget to follow or drop a sub and a like on the YouTube. And smash that like button. You cannot just click it, you have to smash it. Soon our 400-meter ship should appear. Oh wait, there she is. That's our first sighting of her. Just I was about to say we should see her very soon. There she is. That is a 400-meter long ship that is on the way here. There it is. Sweet. Whoa, what is that emote? That's sick. Is that a 7TV emote? Because it's wider than a usual emote. Hey Toast, that's a good emote. I like that one. And it is CGM. The container ship? Yes, that one. Yeah, it is going to the left of me. So I guess Braakman is further down the river. It's probably the port area next to the chemical plant. That is a Braakman. Nice little quiet moment on the river right now. Neat. You're getting rid of what? Data mushing? Is the quality bad? Should I restart? Huh. Let me check my OBS. Maybe my home internet is being sucked empty or something somehow. Let me check OBS for a minute. Hang on. Let me zoom out so I don't have to pan the camera the entire time. Let's see. No, I have no dropped frames in OBS either. Oh yeah, I do see it now. Huh. I see it on the OBS preview. Let me restart the Bella box for a minute. All right. Let's see if this helps. Let me know if it's still there. I want to figure it out. Maybe it's time to switch back to the live view. Got two nasty container ports where that guy is going. Still there. What the heck? No, there's not much I can do. Because on my end it's fine, so it's between the Bella box and the... Oh, fuck. What if I do this? Let me know if this helps. Nope. God damn it. What the hell is that? What the hell is this now? Let me switch ingest. Holy crap. Mate, what are you doing? Not while having tag issues. Alright, let's see. Does this help? Holy crap, that's loud.
Baziwinger just subscribed. 1 month. May you and may gifted a tier 1 sub to Baziwinger.
Q. Seems better. Oh, so it was the relay server. Okay. Mate, thank you for the gifted subs, buddy. Not sure if you did it on purpose while we were effed or not, but I appreciate it. Another one. Thank you, dude. Gifting to the regulars of the stream. Confirmed queue. Okay, I'm glad we were able to figure that out. Holy shit.
To me, big boy just subscribed. 1 month. May you and may gifted a tier 1 sub to Big to me, big boy.
Big to me, big boy. What's up, Demon Days? You're still in time. The big boy is on the way. It is right over there. That big shade in the distance, that's our ship. All right, mate, thank you for all the gift subs. I think there's 5 in total, 4 in total. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the love.
Kabaru just subscribed. 1 month. May you and may gifted a tier 1 sub to Kabaru.
Yeah, it was the relay server from Bellabox. Joking, apparently. I switched to another one. That was a problem, Toast. But thanks for letting me know, guys, because yeah, I can't see the stream. All right, quick recap for everybody rolled in later. We're awaiting our 400-meter ship. We're trying a new spot. We're up on the dike today. As you can see, we're a bit elevated opposed to where we usually are. Oh yeah, we do still have the... Wait, where did the heavy cargo go? Is that still coming? Oh, it is. No. Oh, there it is, yeah. We have a ship with wind turbine blades coming towards us. So that's a cool extra. We can see the platforms in the distance quite clearly today. Then coming from Antwerp, we have... There she is, the CMA ELYSEES coming. Woo! Sorry, I'm operating with one hand right now. There she is. She has a nice green-blue color scheme, so looking forward to seeing her. And then also, because we are at the new spot today, we can spot a camper van. It's parked obnoxiously by the river there, where people are supposed to sit. And also, which I thought was really cool for today, we can see the sluices, where we saw a big ship go in and out already. So right now, there's just one small inland ship in it, yeah. There's not that many big ships coming and going to Ghent. It's leaving already. You can see it leave. So we almost have a 360 view, except for my car that's here. Oh, okay, now we're blurry. Let's see what will be here first. I feel like we're gonna have the wind turbines first, right? Yeah. Let's focus on that for a little bit. Because it is pretty quiet on the river right now. Look how silly this bridge looks though. It's fully erect. Evering and Anchorage. Wait, that's just beyond here, right? Or it's going. Oh, that's on the other side, Everingen. Oh yeah, that's sad. It's not gonna come by here. It's not deep in the water either, so it can go there by the looks of it. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's going to. Wait, no, that's not it. This is it. Forza? No, wait. I don't see it on radar. Am I blind? Okay, I'm trying to find a bulk carrier. No, that's not it right now. Unless the bulk carrier has been transformed into a heavy. What ship is that? Do we know what the ship is? You were on YouTube channel earlier, Airline, they give you a shout out. Ah, I like those guys. They're super nice. This is the Indigo Jujim? Really? This is a bulk carrier. What? That's weird. Let's do some digital zoom shenanigans. Oh yeah, it definitely is. That's weird. So in my app, this is a bulk carrier that's supposed to transport heavy, like sand and stuff like that. So it's not gonna come here though. You can see the anchor actually. Look at that. You can see the anchor dangling down. It's actually a Belgian camper van, Toast. Yeah, it's blades for a wind turbine. I was hoping they were gonna come by here, but apparently not. So this is what we'll have to settle with. Anchor standby for letting go. Ah, that's what they're doing. So yeah, they're gonna park over there. That's interesting. So that means that this is a bulk carrier that has been, quote, quote, transformed into a heavy load carrier. Sorry. Oh, interesting. Let's go out of this digital zoom blurriness. Could you go measure it too? It's actually leaving. Just for shits and giggles, we'll do. They're leaving. There they go. They spend the weekend here. They arrived yesterday morning when I arrived for streaming, and they stayed here overnight. Now they're leaving. Something coming in. Can't really tell. No, I think something's leaving. Yeah. We should do more camper spotting. They parked next to me here. A bit weird. Kind of blocking the view a little bit. is that? It's another heavy load carrier that's parked over there. And then we have the Ro-Ro. There she is. What is parked over there? No, that's a hopper. Oh, it's a hopper dredger that I was looking at, actually. It's not a heavy load carrier. Alright, they left. We're all alone now, chat. It's just you and me. Oh, dude, it would be so cool to have a van so we could come camp here for the weekends. You could literally do a 24-hour stream then from the van. The anchor is still dangling, by the way. Isn't it dangerous to have the anchor dangle down like that? Like if there's, well, I guess on the river it's fine, but if there's like too much wobbling, now it like hits the hull of the ship? Or is it just heavy enough that that won't happen? Look at that. Speed is low, yeah, that's what I was saying. There's not that much waves or movement on the river itself. Makes sense. That's a lot of wind turbine blades though. 4, 4, 4, 12? It's probably more, probably like 16 or something on there. I'm trying to catch the moment the anchor is dropping. Let's check on radar if it's near the parking spot. It is near one of the circles, but maybe it will go a bit further. It might actually go beyond the Ro-Ro that's parked there. Why would you enter anchor? So this is the position that it's in because they're gonna park over there on the water. Park, what a word. So they're gonna throw it out at some point. So this is the ready to throw it in the water and stop position. Yeah, they're trying to cut some data cables. Actually, it's funny because the K is for cable there. That means there's a... It's actually, I think I see the word now. It's a high voltage cable that's underneath the yellow sign going across the river. Yeah, I think that's the word hoogspanning, which is high voltage in Dutch. I'm ready to put the parker. Yeah, I think they're gonna go past the Ro-Ro first. The 400 meter is making its turn right now. The sign is over the tunnel. Yeah, could be. No, I think the sign is a bit further actually. It's a bit further west. But I'm sure there's cables going across the river here for connections. Because there is a big power plant on the other side. I think we're actually filming it right now. Isn't that round roof a nuclear power plant? Isn't that Westerschelde? Let me check. Yeah, that's Westerschelde. That's a nuclear power plant. That round thing that you see in the middle of the frame. That's a reactor. So maybe power lines go from there to this side of the Netherlands. I don't know. Just an assumption. Right. Let's wait for her to appear from the other side, I guess. Further, there's nothing at the lock happening. There's nothing. Well, our big ship is coming, but still quite a few ways away. Nothing else coming. There's stuff coming from the coast, but I think it might get too late before we can catch them. It's 3:20. When does the sun set? And let me check. The sun sets at 4:36 today, according to my phone at least. And there is an Ever ship on the way. Where is it? There's also a Ro-Ro on the way, actually. A Ro-Ro followed by a bulk carrier. No, that bulk carrier is going to Vlissingen. Wait, where did Ever go? Oh, there it is. Ever Living. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what we can. Let's first wait for the 400-meter ship and then evaluate how far out. Ooh, hang on. I think there's some lock action gonna happen. Yes. Oh, it's one with tugboats out even. Cool. All right. Let's observe this for a minute. What ship is that? What are we looking at? Looks like a Wagenborg ship. Looking at the colors. The Success Trader. What a name. Slew scam. No, we have to use the word lock now, Demon Days. I was corrected. Apparently lock is a better word. Oh, we got double dips. The Success Trader is on the way to Baltimore, USA. To Baltimore, wow. It's a bulk carrier, 229 meters long, 32 meters wide. Currently 9 meters in the water, although I'm gonna say that she's pretty empty. So I think it's another ship that will go across the ocean in ballast mode. AI too eager, exactly. That's fine. Oh, it's a new ship. It's built in 2024. So not even a year old. It's empty, Gneidy. So in Ghent, there's a few bigger industries. One of them is fruit and fruit juice. So that gets delivered quite often there. But the biggest thing in Ghent is bulk stuff. So it's sand, coal, cement, and so on. So it's all like these more raw materials. This ship is specifically to transport stuff like that. So my guess is that she's completely empty now in Ghent, dropped off all the stuff there, and now she's going back to the US empty to pick up more stuff. Her ETA is in 10 days. That is speedy. Then I guess Baltimore is more north part of the US, so. How many tugs does she have? Let's see. 3 tugboats around her even. Wow, she's a big girl. A human. We spotted a human. Nice. I feel like we're again not balanced anymore, or like level, are we? Ooh, that's too much, too much, too much. Micro corrections. Micro corrections? No. It's too much correction. Okay, that looks good. Good enough for me. Dude, what an optical illusion. They're still not even... They're still a little bit from the sluice away. I think at least 100 or 200 meters away from it. It almost looks like they're already inside of it. I'm still not happy with the leveling. Now I'm happy. It's venting water on both sides. Oh, it might actually be. Let's do the digital zoom for a second. Wait, and then we go back there. You need to spin my camera around to control the digital zoom. Yeah, indeed. She is. So, if a ship is empty, it needs to fill up ballast tanks it has on board to be deep enough in the water to remain stable. So right now she's circulating water because, for example, there's a lot of rules and regulations around it. So if she picks up water here in the port of Ghent, she needs to empty it again and fill it up with water from this spot, because she cannot fill it up with water in Ghent and then she's going to the USA. And then in the USA, just dump the water she picked up in Ghent. That would be a threat for biomarine stuff and the biodiversity, yada yada. It's not ballast, that one? We've seen ships do this before though, Dutch fella. Where there's water coming out of the anchor pipes. So it's not the first time that I see this. I always assumed that... Yeah, that's lovely, this dog. I always assumed that it's the ballast tanks being recycled. It's always the small dogs that are the loudest. It's like some kind of small dog. Don't ask me the brand. Water pipes are equipped with a hose pipe to clean anchor chain before it goes into the chain. Ah, so you think it's just cleaning now? Interesting. It's weird because I don't think this one was on anchor. It was just berthed, right? The brand of dog, the breed, I don't know. I know the word in Dutch. I don't know the word in English. Pekingese in Dutch. I don't know what the word in English would be for that breed. All right. Is it almost in? Yeah, I think it is. We'll get back to that one later. The big boy is approaching though. It's the same in English? Oh, okay. Now I learned. There she is in all her glory. They spell exactly the same thing in Dutch. Toast. So, she originally was supposed to leave on Friday. And then she was gonna leave on Friday evening, which she didn't. Then she was gonna leave on Saturday evening, which she didn't. And now finally she's leaving, so we still are able to catch her. Cool thing about this ship, it's one of those newer dual fueled ships. So she's powered by traditional diesel, I guess, and LNG as well. So it's a little bit greener. And yeah, on the way to Le Havre, diesel. Yeah, isn't that the fuel that ships run on? Diesel? Or did I say a stupid thing? I thought it was diesel engines on ships. Again, I'm looking towards all the nautical experts in the chat. H-O or D? What is D-O? Heavy fuel oil. Huh. I always assumed it was diesel engines. See, you learn something new every day. Okay, we have some time before... Oh, you got a stream sniper. Oh yeah, or diesel oil. Okay, gotcha. Or expensive, yeah. More taxes on it probably as well. This ship has a little windsuck. La Pasta. Was it La Pasta? La Presta. Let's take one more look at the sluice. The lock. God damn it. I gotta train myself. The lock. Look at the cars driving now on the bridge in front of her. It does give you a bit of sense of scale. There's even a person running across the bridge. How massive these things are. Keep in mind this is just an average sized. The one that's coming is so much bigger. Well, it's almost asphalt-like thick. Wow. I have heard of heavy fuel before. That's... So yeah, she is in the lock now with 2 tugboats in front of her and 1 behind her as well. Indigo might be dropping anchor. But she spun around. I don't think we'll be able to see here anymore what she's doing. Oh wait, no, she's I think she might have already dropped actually. Let's see. Yeah, I think the anchor is down, right? The right one. The starboard anchor is down. Pretty sure. I don't see it dangling anymore. No, she parked. Back to the port. My sensor does not like this. There we go. Please use port or starboard. What is this? The Naval Academy? I am the captain of the stream. I can say whatever the hell I want. Although only using port and starboard would help me to quickly or more quickly remember which is which. Hey Valkyrie, hello. All right, that one is parked for now. I think is it being moored actually? Are they attaching? Oh, it's still moving, I think. Yeah, I took a big break from streaming over the summer. And then I came back with a whole new type of content, so. I'm doing something more relaxing for me now. All right, big boy coming. 400 meters long. What was it, 61 meters wide? Probably 61 meter wide. Yeah, 61 meters wide. It is very relaxing, indeed. Also with this ship, I'm pouring out the last bit of my tea. Just so you all know, this is the last bit of tea. After it, I will start complaining about how cold I am. Although it's not that cold today, to be honest. It feels nice compared to the previous 2 days that we were here. If anything happens in the lock, I will let you guys know. Yeah, needing something different, exactly. And to be honest, if I wasn't streaming it, I would still probably come here at least once a week to just chill and look at the boats by myself. So it's nice you all join me for this. Is that a small inland ship before it? In front of it? Yeah, I think it is. Oh no, it's gonna crush it. No! What are we about to witness? Get out of the way, small ship. You're gonna get crushed. Oh, 7's in the chat for the small ship. parkkade. I mean, they cannot see it, right? It's too small. There it goes. It's actually crazy, these big ships. If there would be like a little sailing pleasure craft in front of it, it wouldn't even be able to feel that it crushed it. Airliners, what's up, dude? That's a big boat. This is a 400-meter boat. This is as big as they get. There's 950 meters in between them? Really? I mean, I know it's an optical illusion probably, but that's a lot. Anyway, we have this big boy coming. Quick situation wrap up. We have a boat in the sluice here. So we'll definitely wait for that one to come out later. So this, and the lock. This is the A380 of boats, absolutely. It absolutely is. It's nearly as big as your house. Is your house 400 meters long, 60 meters wide? 61 meters, I'm sorry. And then on the other side of the river, also a very cool ship is parked. It's a bulk carrier, but for some reason it has a wind turbine blades on the deck, and I just parked there a few minutes ago. And then we also have the Ro-Ro ship, a vehicles carrier parked over there. More stuff is on the way from the coastline, but I'm afraid it will be dark by the time they get here, so we won't be able to see those. So this might be our big boy for today. The overlay is going ham now, the overlay, completely bananas. Let me check. What is the capacity of the CMA CGM ELYSEES? Let me check the TEU. You have a big mansion? I'm sure you do. I'm trying to find a container capacity of this one. 25? No, 24,000 is the limit. I think last weekend we saw the biggest in the world in terms of capacity. Yo, thank you for gifting a sub, me.
Airliners Live just subscribed.
Look at that.
1 month. May you and May gifted a tier 1 sub to Airliners Live.
The shed is not quite the same. I do like your guys' little shed at Manchester that you have. That looks comfy and warm to sit in during the winter time. Luckily I can sit in my car today, so it's not as chilly. Holy moly. What is happening? Stop it, guys. Too much excitement.
Demon Days _ just subscribed. 1 month. May you and May gifted a tier 1 sub to Demon Days _
May, thank you for the gift. And then 5 gifted from Airliners. Woo! From the planes to the ships. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, I'm still trying to figure out the container capacity on this thing. Indeed, a sub-bomb. Does somebody, I know Akandas is in the chat. Akandas, can you let me know the capacity?
Bruce _ print screen just subscribed. 1 month. May you and May gifted a tier 1 sub
my God.
to Bruce _ print screen.
Why are my alerts so delayed? Huh. How long would it take that boat to stop? Oh, it's 23,000 containers that fit on that thing. Okay. For the bigger, like the very big fuel tankers, it can take up to 30 minutes to come to a full stop. So I think a thing like this, you easily talk about 15, 20 minutes.
Better call _ Leo just subscribed. 1 month, airliners live gifted a tier 1 sub to Better call _ Leo.
This is gonna do all of it? Okay, there we go. Okay, now it has them. Okay. Jesus, I need to fix my alerts. They're too delayed. I got the gift back now from Nighty.
Just subscribed.
Thank you guys.
Nightly Gaming gifted a tier 1 sub to May and May. They have given 26 gift subs in the channel.
Yes, you can now all use the bulge emote. The beautiful bulbs on ships. Yeah, 23,000. So that is a 20-foot unit container. The ones that we usually see on the road are 40-foot unit containers. So then you just divide that number by 2. So that is, what is that math? 10,000, 12,500? Yeah. No, wait. 10,000, 11,000? Wow. My brain is not working. Too many gifted subs, guys. My brains are not working anymore now. It is crazy if you think about, you line them all up in a line. Do we still have the command, Toast? Let's line up 23,000 containers in one line. Scam. That will be a line of 140 kilometers long of containers. Let's just imagine that. That's crazy. Of course, it has to be said that that is the capacity of this ship. It's rare, well, it never happens that they are fully loaded up to capacity. From what I learned from Wikipedia, so take that with a grain of salt. The record currently is from the One Infinity, which is a ship that we actually saw yesterday on stream, which had a record of about 22,000 containers. Now I want to look it up again. Let me check. There it is. So currently, according to Wikipedia, so that might be outdated info, but the container loading record for one of these big ships is 22,206 containers that were shipped from Singapore to Rotterdam. So that is the record right now. Absolutely nuts. Hey, Mrs. Duck. The chip is just the Mrs. Amazon order. Holy moly.
Too awkward for you just subscribed. 39 months.
Are we hype training level 4? That's crazy. Too awkward. 39 months. That's a long, long sub. Tier 2. Thank you, dude. Now I have to say, welcome to the Officers Club if you're a tier 2. You are a deckhand when you're tier 1. You are an officer at tier 2. You can be a captain at tier 3. You want a truck with a horn like that? I heard that one trip pays the ship itself off. So the buying price of these ships is around, I'm not going to say it's exactly, but it will be around $1 billion. That is the building price of one of these ships. So maybe we can set a dono goal to buy our own container ship for $1 billion. But yeah, I can imagine operating a ship like this has to be super expensive as well. The economics of these container ships is absolutely crazy. Meanwhile, I'm looking at the sluice and the ship is still in there. buy a used one. We actually were looking at a tugboat yesterday. There's a tugboat in the UK that you can buy for, what was it? I think it was £45,000. It was a 1960s tugboat. Ships that size cost over 100k a day to run. Do you think just running costs? And then there's still the port fees, just the pilot fees. There's so much costs involved in this thing. I always like to think about how these companies grew to what they are today. Another one. Holy crap, this train keeps rolling.
Just subscribed. 8 month.
Von Winkelhampen, thank you for the sub as well. 8 months. Look at that beautiful blue and red bulge that you have now as a sub badge. And it is still cheaper than transfer overseas than by trucks. Yeah, of course, of course. Also, it wouldn't be feasible to ship from Europe to the US by truck, right? I feel like I should contact Twitch and ask them if we can replace a hype train with a hype ship or something. It's a lovely bulge, exactly. I think Too Awkward has the founder's badge, but I'm very curious to see what sub icon he has. Because I think it might be a good looking one color ship. You're going to be a merchant marine? Michael is going to get me. I said not to become a merchantman. A hype convoy. Okay, still nothing going on at the sluice, but our big boy is getting closer. In case you're wondering, this is how far out she is right now. The Pekingese dog is back. Yo! Holy crap! You guys are crazy! Thank you so much to Awkward.
1 month, 2 Awkward 4 you gifted a tier 1 sub to Shagger28.
Thank you, dude, for all the support. Thank you. I'm not worthy, but thank you, guys. Hopefully, with all the support, I can buy the HDMI switcher so we can finally go multicam for the stream, which would be very useful for a ship like this. Oh, this is a shot. Oh, look at that. There we go. It never gets old seeing these big boys or big girls. So I mentioned it before, but special about this ship is that it's dual powered, so it has a classic fuel, but it also has an LNG powered system. So a bit more eco-friendly. It blends in. Wow, look at that. It's the blue one, I think, that you have. And also look at your anchor. You're the only person to Awkward with a blue anchor in the as a sub badge. Because the tier 2's got a blue one. Holy crap, May! What the frick? What the hell, dude?
Zero Stary just subscribed.
Holy fuck.
May you and May gifted a tier 1 sub to Zero Stary.
14 gifted? Thank you, man. Holy moly. I'm lost for words. Thank you, dude. Thank you. We can make the stream even better. Unra, thank you for the 25 bits as well. I think the horn only sounds from 100 bits or more, but thank you, dude. We've got all those beautiful little bulbs in the chat now. All the little ship bulbs. Oh, thank you guys. Okay, let's focus on the ship. Enough hype trains. Thank you all for participating. Yeah, everyone can spam the bulge emote now. I was thinking about other maritime emotes that we should create actually. I feel like we need to replace a few more. If there's any suggestions on other nautical emotes, drop them in the Discord if you want. And I'll take a look what we can produce. I was thinking about an anchor, but then I thought there's also already an anchor emoji, so that's maybe too vanilla. Maybe a captain's hat. Well, that would be a cool one. A lighthouse? Yeah, we don't really have a lighthouse here, do we? Wouldn't be much occasion to spam. Containers? We could do a little. It might be tough though for this, the size, right? A buoy? Yeah. I do like the idea of a container somehow. It might be difficult. Look at this, a glorious mastodon. You second containers? Okay. We'll see what we can do with containers. I do like the color scheme on this one. Like the green fading into the blue with the little pixel effect there. Looks really good. A tugboat emote, that would be cool, but difficult. The problem with emotes is that they're very, Jesus, right, 90, that they're very small, right? So. Zoom out for size. Have we seen this one coming in as well? No, we saw another one come in, Sherman, but very good memory. We saw one of its sister ships come in. Oh, so cute. Oh, look at the cute little birdies. Sorry, I was distracted for a minute. Let's go back to the ship. Let me check the radar for a minute as well. For all the ships that were coming from the coast, but I think those will be way too low. Oh yeah, the Everest. Oh no, yeah. No, that's not gonna happen. We saw the Jacques Sade. Yeah, that's the other one we saw named exactly. A bow thruster emote. Well, could also be a thing. Yeah, yeah. All right, let's take a quick look up close. Is that a person standing on there? What is that orange thingy? Oh no, it's not a person. Never mind. You just look at it's alright. It's getting darker here as well, but the stream doesn't. It's more light on the stream than it is in real life. That's how good these cameras are. So big we can, yeah, it's too big. That's why I want a dual cam setup. So if it gets closer like this, I can switch to a wide angle lens or camera. But yeah, if you need a sense for scale, it's still hard, but this is the gangway. This is how the pilot gets off the ship eventually. But look how tiny that is if I zoom out. It's just so tiny. All right, we got our thumbnail. This will be our thumbnail. It's got to take an extra month to get the dots on. No idea. I do like the livery on this, the boat livery. So yeah, 23,000 containers, the small ones. Of this size, it can do 23,000. Yeah, divided by 2 for the bigger one, the 40-foot unit ones. Oh, she looks beautiful. As you can clearly see, not fully full yet. I think she might do one more stop in Le Havre in France, and then she might be going to Asia. Long distance trip. Yeah, indeed, no enclosed bridge wings. They're fully open, out in the cold. It has a little roof on it, the outer end. Also, there's 2 pilots on this one. Oh, it's orbs. It's not even pixels. I thought it was pixels. It's the French flag. Her home port is Marseille. Look at all these containers stacked. It's a mess. This is as big as they get, Mark. Dark. How large the crew is on these? 20? 20 people, maybe? Maybe some of the nautical experts have a better understanding or idea. Around 20? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's less than you'd think, right? Seeing the size of this ship. There she goes. Oh, no! Hang on. There's also one leaving now. They're about to... Oh, the door is just opening. Okay, we still have a few more minutes. Okay. We'll come back to that. Let's get one more look at our big boy as he floats off into the sunset. Quite literally into the sunset. He's going west. Soon we will never have to do math again thanks to Toasted's commands. Till next time, indeed. We'll see you again someday. In a few months, probably. Alright, let's take a look now at the lock. This will be our final ship of the day then, because it is getting darker, so yeah. It's still leaking, the ship. So this is the Success Trader that's going to Baltimore in the USA. It's a bulk carrier. So they probably delivered coal or cement or some kind of sand here in the port of Ghent. And yeah, there's 2 tugs in front of her, 1 tug behind her. Oh, 1 tug is like, I'm no longer needed. I mean, once she's out of the sluice, they will all disconnect and she will make the corner here in front of us on her own. Coal sounds strange? No, there's a huge metal factory up the river. Oh, you mean that it would come from the US? Yeah, no. It's going to the US. We don't know. I don't know if it came from the US. But it could have been something else. Maybe it brought the iron thing? Iron ore? To make steel? It's not an iron, it's a steel plant that's up the river. ArcelorMittal. Some of you probably have heard of that name before. That poor little tugboat has to drag the whole ship out by himself. Should we do a little moment of digital zoom? She came from Canada. Okay. Hang on. Let's go back. Wait, is that double zoomed? That's maybe too much zoom, right? No, that wasn't double zoomed. Huh. Hang on. Yeah, it's getting definitely darker. You can see the quality is deteriorating fast. I just wanted to see her mooring lines are still... I think they're being detached right now, actually. All right. So the control for doing the digital zoom is on the camera screen. And basically how the camera is now almost pointing towards me. So I have to turn it around to, touch the monitor, the screen. I wonder if I could like program one of the buttons to do it. I'm not sure. It would be nice to be able to do it with a button. Or maybe a remote control button thingy would be neat. I can't believe how light it still is on the camera. It's a lot darker in real life. She hasn't moved yet while we wait. I'll keep an eye on her. We have a little tuggy coming in. The Multratug 9. That's a beautiful shot. Winter solstice, yeah, I'm looking forward to longer days again. I don't like this, it being dark at 4 p.m. or getting darker. Sun will set in 20 minutes actually from now. So this is one of the tugboats. I love the chimneys on these types of tugboats. It always reminds me of like a muscle car, like with the chimney sticking out, all metal, and then the curve in it, like the angle. It's really good. You can go even closer. You can say hi to the captain. It has a massive ladder that's extended. Just realized. I can see the green starboard navigation light. Can I? I don't know what to look. Oh yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, I see it. Never mind. Yeah. I see it. You mean that thing over there in the middle now? That's the green starboard light. There's a cabin below as well. But yeah, the steering cabins on these like tugboats is really, really cool always. It's like a little spaceship cockpit, I would say. I think she's on the move. Slowly. Bad news, my hand warmer is out of battery. But yeah, there's not much room left, is there? Left and right for this one. 1.9 knots. I mean, she's not gonna speed out of the sluice. It's cool to see though. The AI picked up the tug in front of it. Oh no. Alright, one more call to action. If any of you isn't following yet on Twitch or isn't subscribed yet on YouTube and you want to see more boat stuff, then yeah, drop a follow or drop a sub on YouTube. That would be subtastic. I need to find little word plays on sub. Or yeah, if you don't like ads on Twitch, there's a solution. Yeah, there is one tug behind her. So she came into the sluice with 3 tugs, 2 in the front, 1 in the back. Will be subpar, subtacular. Okay. Drop us. I'd rather build the YouTube channel more. I feel like there's more future in YouTube than in Twitch. But as long as Twitch is around, I'll always be multi-streaming to both. So don't worry about that. Look how big that ship is though. She's a slow goer. There is toast. The average over the last 12 months of the ship was under 10 knots. Wow. Well, I guess given that she had 3 tugboats guiding her into the sluice, she's not very maneuverable, so it's not good to go too fast, I guess. Or it would take her half an hour to come to a standstill. There is those, but I should set that up actually, the stream elements for YouTube. But since the YouTube audience has always been fine and not that chatty, no, it's a different, so it's a different bot basically, but it's still stream elements. It's just 2 accounts on stream elements. Anyway. Look at her leaking. Look how she's moving across. We saw that with the other ship that came out earlier as well. Like the moment they come out, it's like there's some current there and it pushes the ship sideways a little bit. Interesting. Thumbnail time. You want this as a thumbnail? I feel like we should take the 400 meter as a thumbnail. Well, I guess they do have to make a little turn as they come out, actually. Because yeah, now she's going straight towards the exit of the canal. Actually surprised there's still a tugboat. They should be detaching any time now. Let's see if we can catch. Oh yeah, they are. So they're lowering the mooring line of the tugboat with another little grapple hook thingy. And then they will detach it. Dude, the ship is like a waterfall. So I guess this is the red port light, port side. The tug here that's coming our way has it as well. A red light on this side. That's probably the red light for the port. Ugly paint job considering the age. It's new, right? It's 2024 if I'm not mistaken. I think she's already seen some handling. Oh, there we go. The front tug has been disconnected. I'm not sure, Tiger. So I thought it was flushing its ballast out, but then somebody with a lot more nautical knowledge than me said it's not. It might be the cleaning of the anchor chain, but that also seems weird since it came out of port, so it wasn't using it. So it's a mystery for me right now why she's peeing. Oh yeah, there will definitely be a little bit of spray. The orange man will be a little bit wet, maybe. All right, here she comes. Zoom all the way out. Our final ship of today's stream. Sniffles. The bridge is already closing behind her. It's like a little parade with the two tugboats in front of her. It's a convoy. Yeah, I know. I was thinking it was ballast, American, but someone else said that it's probably not ballast that is coming out of the anchor pipes. You're the second person to mention that, Sherman. I think about 20 knots is probably... No, she's a slower. Akanda said that her average maintained speed for the last 12 months was under 10 knots. So, yeah, around just under 10 knots then is her average speed. So she's a slow goer. The thing is, she's empty right now, so that means she's in ballast. So she's a lot higher up, so they are in for a shaky few days across the ocean. Because she's going to the US. Going to Baltimore. Look at her graciously gliding along here. Most of the water out is the wash of the anchor chain. Still, but it wasn't using its anchor. That's what I find so weird about it. It's been doing this for the past 20-30 minutes already. Maybe it used its anchor in the canal actually to stop before the sluice. Could be. Refresh the ship info. The mods can do if they want. It should pick up the speed again if you refresh it, yeah. She's going 7 knots now. A long journey, yeah. Her estimated time of arrival was December 24th, in about 10 days. It's actually quite fast. I think she might take longer, to be honest. I can't believe this is a 2024 ship though. She doesn't look fresh anymore. Look at all the markings on her side. No, you can't smoke, but there's no safety. Oh, they're getting the gangway ready. I have a deja vu. We've seen dudes do this the last time we saw one come out as well. So they're getting it ready for the pilot to get off at the exit of the river. They're lowering this gangway so the pilot can get off. Or they're getting ready to lower it at least. Maybe something stuck. No lateral though? No, not on these ones. As you can see, it's one solid hull. Yeah, she's really low in the water. I mean, we can see her drought on the overlay, and even here, just 7 point something meters. What do we have on the overlay? Let's see if it's correct. 9 meter drought? No, she's not 9 meters. Well, yeah, actually at 10, 9. No, okay, so she's just shy of 9 meters in the water. It's crazy to think that there's still 9 meters of her below the surface of the water. Is that Tom Cruise? Yes. He's training for his new movie, where he will jump from a ship onto another ship. All right, this was our final shippy of the day. It's been a fun stream, a lot of things to see. A good new spot that we found, actually. I like this spot, especially because we can see the action in the sluice. So I'll definitely stand here again in the future. Let's press this button. All right, so on this beautiful site, and also in the distance, we still have the 400-meter one leaving us. We will wrap up things for today. Thank you for all the subs and all the support. There were many subs today, so thank you so much for that. If you don't follow me yet, what are you doing? No, just kidding. If you want to follow, drop a follow. Or if you're subbed on YouTube, if you're not subbed yet on YouTube, drop a sub maybe. And we'll be back next Friday unless something really cool picks up. But we'll see. Other than that, I think that's all for me. And I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye.